department today. You'll meet a lot of Spencers. You won't meet a lot of Spencerts. But there he is back there helping out today. So I appreciate that very much. The Cavaliers will play here at home tonight. They played the Sixers 2 games in a row, lost both times, one here and one in Philly. It's still preseason, right? It's anybody's game. According to Bill, these games don't count.
They don't.
But it's a good opportunity, and Poundcake's gone to a couple of them already. It's a good opportunity to see what the team's going to look like. Because you have Karis LeVert in the mix now. You have Darius Garland. You've got, is Chetty Osman still in there?
Yep.
You got Chetty Osman. You got Donnie Osmond. You got Marie Osmond.
Nope.
And you've got Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
So theoretically, a very exciting team to watch this season.
Yep.
So 7 o'clock tonight here on MMS, the Atlanta Hawks are in town. They'll play the Cavs. We'll get out at 6:30. That's when your pregame coverage will begin. And then tomorrow night, Game 2, Yankees-Guardians at Yankee Stadium. That game is at 7:37 tomorrow night. This is best of 5, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it's not a must-win game. I mean,
but it would be nice.
It would be great for them to not be starting the series at 0-2. That would be awesome. I got a letter from, Alan, we're pretty serious Guardians fans, and my boyfriend and I always refer to Progressive Field as the corner of Progressive and Field. But I want to thank you for the show. I drive a lot for work, and I look forward to being in the car during your show. I'm not a person who usually enjoys talk radio, but the show is genuinely funny. You've got unbeatable chemistry.
Hey.
You don't get wildly political. And you manage to avoid getting super negative about pretty much anything. Is she listening to the same show that I'm doing? I don't do much political stuff anymore, but
I'm baffled at the chemistry thing.
I suck at science. I have no idea what that even is. I barely got out alive in organic chemistry.
Make the coffee, really. So that's I put it in the
and you
Keurig
made the wrong
thing.
one.
Yeah, and I made the wrong one. So that's chemistry out the window.
Right. Yeah. What is it? We just have like a little. We have a little.
It's a business Keurig, basically.
But it's a thing full of just random pods, and you grab one. Is that what it was?
Different light roast, dark roast flavored.
Okay.
And I grabbed the French vanilla because I'm an idiot.
I heard somebody in there trying to clean up because one of us is always cleaning up something in the kitchen. Okay. So I heard somebody complaining that nobody is cleaning up the pod residue or something. I don't use those because I don't drink coffee. I think they might have some tea ones. Maybe I'll dip my toe into that. But I'm always cleaning up the fridge for some reason. Not the inside, the outside.
All smudgy.
No, because it kicks out ice. And so anybody that has a fridge that kicks out ice, you're always going to end up with 1 or 2 cubes that fly out and land on the floor because it's not an exact science.
And you kick them under the fridge? All better.
Or I pick them up and throw them in the sink, and then but there's always water on the floor in front of the fridge, and so I find myself like the other day, somehow the ice chute inside the fridge got jammed up, and I was trying to get ice out. I go, well, this has happened to me at home. So I open it up, sure enough. So I'm scooping the thing out with my hand. I'm throwing it in the sink, scooping more out, wiping the thing down. People are coming in. What did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm trying to help you guys out and get myself some ice. Anyway, so all I know of the Keurig pod situation is that somebody is not dealing with the residue. Brand new facilities here, by the way.
Dirty.
Give it a certain amount of time. People are animals.
Well, dude,
they will screw up a nice place.
There's over by one of the garbage cans, by one of those
splatter
pillars,
on the wall.
Splatter.
I have
someone threw a drink in. It splattered everywhere.
That's
and they were
exactly
like,
what happened.
That
Why
looks
would you
good.
think
Guess who's gonna? Yeah, but this is my point. With whoever we allegedly have as a cleaning crew, no one has touched that. Guess who's gonna end up doing that? Me.
I don't think we have a cleaning crew. There's no way.
These garbages get emptied.
But I don't think they're doing everything like
They
they
don't go
were
into the
upstairs.
office.
They ain't
They're
cleaning,
not
they're just collecting
vacuuming.
garbage,
They're not. Yeah, they're not wiping. I just wipe down this in here because it's all dusty and dirty. And
Yeah.
I was counting.
I
It's probably
probably
Keith
cleaned the-
Kennedy taking the garbage out because he's wearing so many hats at this
Right.
place. He's probably lugging all the garbage out too.
I wipe down the kitchen with like a sanitizing wipe probably once a week. Just because there's like coffee stains and splatter everywhere. Because I'm in there anyway. I'll like finish my lunch,
I do the
wash
same
out my
thing.
Tupperware, and then give the kitchen a wipe down.
I'm going to end up wiping down that column that has
I almost did it today.
month-old coffee splatter on it. This is why we can't have nice things. And it's not even like there's a ton of people here at any given time.
No.
On any given day. Like, unless there's a big meeting going on, there's like 20 people who are here.
Yeah.
So I want to keep the place looking nice. Why let it go
To hell.
in a handbasket? My grandmother used to say.
She came up with that?
She did.
Well, she said it. I don't think she came up with it, but she used to say it. She'd say, we're all going to hell in a handbasket. And I'd say, speak for yourself, Grandma. I don't believe in hell.
Well, speaking of going to hell, I saw Smile last night.
How was it?
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was.
Your story was a roller coaster of a review.
I have spoilers on my story. So if you've already seen it, watch my Instagram story. If you have not seen it, do not watch it because I talk about what happens in the movie.
Are
It's
you
a
giving
roller-
people a hard time before they've even...
No, because
Well, I'm sorry,
Bill's
what's that, Grandma?
annoying.
bunch of assholes.
Okay, thank you, Grandma. I miss you.
The movie was good, okay? I have found out that my issue with horror movies is they don't end how I want them to. And
Well, that
It's
could
the
be
same-
true of any movie.
That's the same reason you didn't like Gem. What was the Gem?
Righteous Gemstones?
No,
That-
No.
no, no.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
That movie was a 2.5-hour panic attack.
Yeah,
First
it
of
was a
all.
great movie.
And he's doing
Great
another movie
movie.
with them.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Oh my
Sandler.
God. Anyway, it was a really good movie. It was suspenseful. It had really good like jumping moments. It was gory. Brian is more closer to what you align with as far as gore goes, and he said it could have been a little bit more. But for me, as someone who doesn't like that, it was
It was okay.
it was okay, maybe even a little bit much for me. But I thought it was a really good movie, but it didn't end the way that I would have preferred. And
Did they
so-
leave it open for Smile Part 2? Smile
They
Harder?
did.
Yeah.
And that was what was annoying.
Well, they have to do that with horror movies now
That's
because
what
they go,
everyone who's responding to my story is like, horror movies are always open-ended.
yes.
Always.
Because
I'm
they're like, if this flops, who cares? If it's a hit, sequel, franchise, the whole bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's kind of It Follows-y, right? You saw It Follows?
I've never seen It Follows.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give away too much.
No,
seems-
don't. I mean, I
From what
still
I
wanna see
understand,
it,
from
but-
what you explained, it's very It Follows-y.
Okay, I've never seen that. I got Bird Box vibes out of it more than anything else.
the Sandra Bullock movie?
Yes.
I don't
It's
remember, I
good.
don't remember a lot of smiling in that movie.
No, the smiling is like what the demon does.
Oh.
That's like how you know somebody is possessed. is
I
by their
see.
creepy
Is this
smile.
some like feminist thing? It's like, don't tell us to smile. It's a demon thing.
No, because there's men. Because I thought that too. I was like, that's interesting. But it was really good. If you're gonna go see it, I would definitely go see it. But it was, yeah. I was.
If you're going to go see it, I would definitely go see it.
What, does that not make sense?
I thought it was funny.
No, it's just I got very upset and I was very riled up about the ending, and then
Riled up.
I was very aggravated on my story, and then Brian's like trying to talk to me about horror movies and how that's not. What
You got-
I want to happen is never going to happen in a horror movie. Is essentially what
I
he
remember
was saying.
I remember hosting, it was one of the first events I ever did when I moved to Pittsburgh, is I hosted the premiere of the Blair Witch Project. And it was this is 20 years ago. So they still had like the huge mall theaters,
Mhm.
you know?
We saw it at the mall last night.
And the end of the Blair Witch Project, half that audience could not believe that's how it ended. They stood up screaming and complaining, and the other half
Loved it.
loved it. I was in the latter half. I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. Cost them $35 to make and
Sure.
gross a couple billion. I do want to see Smile though.
You
Have
should.
you watched? I know you guys watch a lot on Shudder.
We've been watching pretty much one horror movie every night.
Did you watch Speak No Evil? You gotta watch Speak No Evil.
I think is she in a car in that
It's-
like promo?
I think that
Yeah.
it's a
We've like almost watched it twice.
It's a Danish movie.
oh,
and
subtitles.
It's very intense.
Is
but
it
it's not.
subtitles?
Wait,
Yes.
I
That's why
thought
we
that was a
skipped it.
Richard Pryor Gene Hackman movie. Not Gene Hackman.
Gene Wilder. Hear no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah.
It's a blind guy and a deaf guy.
One's white, one's black.
Yep. Speak no evil is intense.
We were going to start it the other night, but both of us were too tired to read. We were like, we were going to pick it. And we're like, I don't really want to read subtitles for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, I get that. But I'd watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a wuss about horror as I thought I was. Like, Smile, I was like, man, I'm going to have nightmares. I didn't have any nightmares.
You thought you were going to have nightmares.
You know what I had a dream about, though? I did have a dream that I was hired to write a horror movie. That I was hired to, like, punch up
What's your
a horror
movie?
movie. Well,
If
it
you
wasn't
had to
even
write, if you had to create a horror movie, what would what's the scariest thing you can think of?
Oh, my God. Trying to get my boyfriend to put the toilet seat down. Am I right?
Funny
Radio jokes. I like possession stuff. I like ghosts and demons and possessions. I like that. So mine would probably be that.
I like
them
in the vein of like It Follows and where it's kind of mysterious about what the entity is.
I don't like that. I like a
the
physical being. I need a bad guy. I need a
bad guy.
personification. Right?
Did you watch The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
No. Like I said, we've only been doing like one each night, so I've got 30 on the back.
That might be on something else. And then watch The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Okay.
Which begins as one kind of movie and then pivots to another kind of movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you about Significant Other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot on
All right.
the queue.
In the queue.
But
That's
yeah,
right.
Definitely. It was good. It was good. I think you'd like it.
I'm hoping I will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up. I haven't gone to a movie in quite some time. So
Well,
I want to see Nope and I want to see Smile, but I don't think
price on Tuesdays at Regal Cinemas.
I'm not going to movies on Tuesdays.
That's why we went yesterday.
I got to sneak it in on like a Saturday morning or something.
Alan's not a cheapskate like your boyfriend.
Well, I
No,
bought
trust me,
this.
I like cheap movies, but I can't
But
get
you
there
can
on
go
a Tuesday.
Saturday morning too for cheap too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matinee.
Sure.
I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Matinee.
Matinee.
Matinee. Is there an accent grave over one of those?
Over
or an
the M.
aigu? Or over the a matinee? Hey, Leslie.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I know that y'all are talking about Halloween spooky-ish movies. I don't know. I might have gotten this lost in listening to the podcast, but have you watched the new Rob Zombie The Monsters yet?
No, it's not for me.
Well, I figured because you've got a kid who it seems like this might be in the wheelhouse of, like, not spooky per se, but, like, the right Halloween vibes. And same with Mary. It's, like, it's super cute. It's not like what he's done with
I know.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I tried to get my daughter to get into it, and she didn't want anything to do with it. So I think I don't know. I heard it's super, really weird and stylized, and it's like a bad sitcom or something. Well, that's what The Monsters was, though, I guess.
I loved the original Monsters, but my problem is that, like, what's the dad's name?
Herman.
Herman.
He's like a sexy dude. He's like a suave guy.
In this one, or
no?
oh.
That's my point. Is that I was like,
Fred Gwynn was a sexy Herman Munster?
He had like a didn't he have like a suaveness about him?
You're
where he
thinking
was
of the
kinda like-
Addams Family.
No, I
Oh.
thought the Oh, you're right. I am thinking of the Addams
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
Because Herman Munster was big
Gomez
and dopey.
Adams had the
Yeah.
pencil-thin mustache.
I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Gomez and Morticia. That's like
They
couples
had
goals.
the sexy thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why those movies were so great.
Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, Herman Munster. No, he had the Frankenstein head and he was a dope.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
those movies were way better than they could have been. Like
Yes.
those Addams Family and Addams Family Values hold up. Those are fun movies.
The Munsters TV show is actually
I love
better
that.
than it should be, too.
Yeah.
It's like legit funnier.
Wait a minute, I thought they just redid the Addams Family with that guy who's like a character actor, and he's not sexy. And that
It's
was the whole
called
point.
Wednesday. That's coming out soon.
What's that Mexican guy's name?
Luis.
Gomez.
No.
Guzman.
Luis Guzman or
Guzman.
something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, is that
Thank
the
you,
Addams
Leslie.
Family?
Yeah, and
Then
like
that's what I'm thinking.
Catherine
of.
Zeta-Jones
Yeah.
is Morticia or something like that.
But is that
But-
because they did some Addams Family stuff that was animated.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're doing the Wednesday thing that's live action. Is that-
Wednesday is on Netflix,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
But Luis Guzman actually looks more like Gomez Adams than
Right,
Raul
right.
Julia did, yeah.
Yes, this is what I was picturing when Leslie was describing it. Sorry, Leslie. My bad. I took over
Oh,
a
no, you're
conversation
fine.
I didn't know anything about.
Good job, Mary.
I've never done that before.
She got coffee brain. Okay, thank you, Leslie.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Munsters 2022.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really hate these people.
the my friends' opinions on it have varied so wildly from one side to the other that I don't know. That Wednesday thing looks pretty good. But again, I don't have time to watch these
That's
things.
the one I'm thinking of. That I thought that was weird casting for him because
Luis
Gomez.
Guzman,
yeah, Gomez is usually like a sexy, suave dude.
Well, I think Raul Julia was when they cast him. He was like, "This is how I'm going to do Gomez Adams," because the old Addams Family TV show, like John Astin, was like a dope.
Okay.
I mean, he was kind of funny, but he wasn't like a sexy dude.
Okay. No, Herman Munster is not sexy. Now that I'm going back looking at pictures, it's like I could not be further off.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
So, yeah. Anywho,
So
plenty
go
of
see
things to-
Smile.
Smile. Okay.
Watch my story if you want a full review. If you're cool with spoilers, it's an emotional.
I want to see Barbarian too. I heard that's really wild and good. Okay, I'm going to take another break here. I'm going to talk to Vaden Lewis shortly. He is the front man, longtime front man, original member of the Toadies. I like those guys. And they're around the corner at the House of Blues tomorrow night with the Reverend Horton Heat. So catch up with him. We'll get to the Poundcake sports break a little later on as well. If you want to text for anything, 35192. And listen on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show. On 100.7 WMMS. Buzzard Radio.
The Buzzard.
Is Rover.
Gross, sometimes insightful.
Rock.